Good afternoon, children. Today let me learn about the topic vapor pressure of a liquid. Generally, liquids have a tendency to evaporate. Liquid evaporate into gaseous state. Okay, so that process is evaporation. If the kinetic energy of the molecules in the liquid state overcomes the intermolecular force of attraction between them, that molecules are binded together by or combined together by intermolecular force. So that intermolecular force of attraction overcomes that the liquid is converted into gas. The molecules will escape from the liquid state. This process is called evaporation. That evaporation happen on the surface of the liquid. If evaporation is carried out in a closed container, that gases cannot escape. That vapors remains in contact with the surface of the liquid. The vapor molecule are in continuous random motion during which they collide with each other and also with the walls of the container. As a collision of velocity, they lost their energy and result the vapor returns back to liquid state. That gas again turn into liquid state. This process is called condensation. So evaporation means liquid change into gas. Condensation, gas change into liquid. If the process is carried out in a closed system, a stage is reached when the rate of evaporation becomes equal to the rate of condensation. The pressure of the vapor in equilibrium with its liquid is called vapor pressure of the liquid at a given temperature. What is meant by vapor pressure of the liquid at a given temperature? The pressure of the vapor in equilibrium with its liquid. The pressure of the vapor pressure in equilibrium with its liquid is called vapor pressure of the liquid at a given temperature. The vapor pressure of the liquid depends on nature, temperature and surface area. Next, let me learn about vapor pressure of a liquid solution. When a solute is dissolved in a liquid solvent, the resultant solution is called liquid solution. When a solute dissolved in a liquid solvent, solute plus solvent gives solution. The solution which contains only two components, that is called binary solution. Bi means two. What is meant by binary solution? The solution which contains only two components. That two components means one solvent and one solute. That is called binary solution. Vapor pressure of a binary solution is liquid in liquid. Now let us consider binary solution for A and B. Solute A, solvent B. Both the components A and B are in the solution would evaporate and equilibrium will be established between the liquid and vapor phase of the component A and B. The French chemist Raoult proposed quantitative relation between the partial pressure and mole fraction of the component. According to the Raoult's law, in the case of a solution of volatile liquid, the partial pressure of each component A and B is directly proportional to the mole fraction. So partial pressure directly proportional to mole fraction. We have taken solute and solvent, binary solution. A solute, B solvent. So we taken solute, partial pressure of A component, solute directly proportional to mole fraction of A. Partial pressure of B solvent directly proportional to mole fraction of B. See the equation, P directly proportional to XA. PA equal to K into XA. K is a equilibrium constant. So here XA equal to 1. K value is P naught A. Now substitute that K value in this equation. PA equal to KXA. So PA equal to KXA. You substitute this value, K value here. So we will get PA equal to PA naught XA. Similarly, for component B, PB equal to P naught B XB. XA and XB are the mole fraction of the component A and B. According to Dalton's law, the partial pressure of the total pressure in a closed vessel will be equal to sum of partial pressure of the individual components. So the total pressure P equal to sum of individual component pressures. Okay, so PA plus PB. Then substitute this PA value and PB value in this equation. Okay, so P total equal to XA, P naught A plus XB, P naught B. Here XA plus XB equal to 1. Mole fraction of A and B are 1. So XA equal to 1 minus XB. Then that value substitute in PA. 1 minus XB, P naught A. Then you substitute PB value. XB into P naught B. Okay. So P total equal to P naught A plus XB into P naught B minus P naught A. This equation is the straight line equation. Y equal to mx plus c. Straight line. So y equal to mx plus c. The plot P total versus XB. It will give a straight line. See the graph, we will get the straight line. PB minus PA as a slope and PA is the Y is intercept. So let us consider the liquid solution containing toluene. Liquid solution toluene. Toluene is a solute. Benzene, solvent. Solvent is a benzene. So the variation of vapor pressure of pure benzene and toluene is mole fraction is given in the graph. So see here, taken benzene and toluene. Benzene is a solvent, toluene is a solute. The vapor pressure of pure toluene and pure benzene are 22.3. The vapor pressure is 22. Here we drawn the graph vapor pressure versus mole fraction. Okay. So that vapor pressure is 22.3. So benzene and toluene value is 22.3, benzene 74.7 pressure. 74.7 is a benzene value. Okay. So the above graph shows the partial vapor pressure of the pure components increase linearly with increase in the mole fraction. Partial pressure increased, the mole fraction also increased. The total pressure at any composition of the solute and solvent in the given straight line represented P solution equal to P naught toluene plus X benzene into P naught benzene minus P naught toluene according to this equation. Next, let me learn Vapor pressure of binary solution of solid in liquid. Already now we studied liquid in liquid. Second type is a vapor pressure of binary solution of solid in liquid. When non-volatile solute, non-volatile means it cannot evaporate. Non-volatile solute is dissolved in a pure solvent. The vapor pressure of pure solvent will decrease. In such a solution, the vapor pressure of the solution will depend only on the solvent molecule as the solute non-volatile. For example, when sodium chloride is added to the water, the vapor pressure of the salt solution is lowered. Okay, so the vapor pressure of the solution is determined by the number of molecules of the solvent present at the surface at any time and is proportional to the mole fraction of the solvent. The vapor pressure of the solution determined by the number of molecules of the solvent present in surface at any time and proportional to the mole fraction of the solvent. Here, the rate of vaporization reduced by presence of non-volatile solute, so that partial pressure is directly proportional to mole fraction. So here XA is the mole fraction of the solvent. So then proportionality constant P equal to K into XA. Okay, so XA equal to 1, K equal to P naught solvent. P naught is the partial pressure of pure solvent. So P solution equal to P naught solvent into XA. Okay, then XA equal to P solution divided by P naught solvent. Okay, so the next 1 minus P by P naught solvent equal to 1 minus XA. So P naught solvent divided by P solution by P naught solvent equal to XB. So here XB is the fraction of the solute. This equation gives the relative lowering of vapor pressure based on the Raoult's law. Okay, according to the Raoult's law, the relative lowering of vapor pressure of an ideal solution containing non-volatile solute equal to the mole fraction of the solute at a given temperature. State Raoult's law. The relative lowering of vapor pressure of an ideal solution containing the non-volatile solute is equal to the mole fraction of the solute at a given temperature. Next, let me compare Raoult's law and Henry's law. According to Raoult's law, for a solution containing a non-volatile solute, so P partial pressure of solute equal to P naught solute into X solute. According to Henry's law, partial pressure P solute equal to K into X solute of the solution. The difference between the above two expressions is the proportionality constant. P naught A is Raoult's law, KH is Henry's law. P naught A is Raoult's law, KH is Henry's law. Henry's law is applicable to solution containing gaseous solute in a liquid solvent. Henry's law applicable to solution containing gaseous solute in liquid solvent. But Raoult's law applicable to non-volatile solute in a liquid solvent. If the solute is non-volatile, then the Henry's law constant will become equal to vapor of the pure solvent. For a very dilute solution, the solvent obey Raoult's law and the solute obey Henry's law.